Good morning. Hey, good morning, everyone. Gonna get that workout going here in about 5 minutes. People tuning in, I'm sure, any second. Get my timer all set. Have some things timed today. We have a 4x10 workout, so that means after a little warm-up activation setup, we're gonna roughly-ish 10 minutes of lower body, 10 minutes of upper body, 10 minutes of support work, all ish, and then 10 minutes ish of cardio. So, and yeah, so we're just gonna hang out and wait for people to sign on. See who number one is today. There it is. Yes. Oh, good. We got our first players. Let's see who's on. Who's tuned in? Mark, as always. Robin, you're number one today. Good morning. Get your warm-up tunes going. Get your water. Where did my beverage go? There it is. All right. We have about 3 minutes till we go. Start, that is. We're going to start out on the ground, so that will be important. Having a band or set of weights, whether they're real weights or makeshift weights, my Nalgene bottles, as always, is my makeshift example weights. Also today, the band will be helpful. If you don't have a band, there's going to be one exercise. You're going to need a wall. Like a doorway would be worked really well for it. Another solid human being that you're hunkered down with during our stay at home. Another 2 minutes, we'll start. Early comments. Yeah, everyone, Mark. Yeah, me and Robin at this point, but everyone counts. I think Frank and Shields and Cavita. We'll get more. I hope. Oh, there we go. I told you. There we go. Jen and Paul. Paul's here. Kind of a little late for Hamish. Dust off this. Alright, it is 6:30. That means two things. One, time to work out. Two, last drink of coffee. For the time being. Got that, know where it is. Got our weights, got our water, got our band. We're on the ground to start. So, on the ground, we are going to go heel taps, fall outs, and alternating extensions. I am on camera. So, starting out, hips, knees, 90-90. We're going to do heel taps. So, first thing we're going to do is take those hands inside those hip bones. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. As I breathe out, I'm going to press out on those fingers. I'm going to maintain that shield across my core, and we're going to heel tap down. I'm heel tapping on the left first because it's most visible for the camera. So I'm keeping that core braced, moving from the hip, not from the knee. Knee stays at 90 degrees. 10 heel taps on the left. And then we're going 10 on the right. And keeping that core braced. We're still breathing, but we are working. Excellent. Next up, we're going to go fallout. So, same hips, knees, 99. You want that breath in. Breathe out, press out against that abdominal wall, and let your leg fall out the side, squeeze back up. Don't let that torso rotate at all. All that motion's coming through that hip joint. If you feel that torso roll, you gotta stop a little bit sooner. That's 10. Other side. Nice and controlled as always. Try to keep tempo with me, at least on the slow end of things. If you're going faster, slow down a little bit. Don't worry about speeding up. You do a couple less reps, that's fine. As long as you're in control. Alright, so that's 10. Now we're going alternating extensions. So, same starting position. Brace that core just like we did before. Extending out so that heel ends up just above the ground. And back up. It's 10 per side to 20 total. I think I said that, but just in case I didn't. Alright, so we're going to roll over. We are going to be on all fours. So, actually we're going to be all threes. So we're going to lose one arm from this mix. I want to flex up and down through that spine. Find that neutral spine, so that slight curve in that low back. Knees are going to be under hips. I'm going to keep my left hand directly under my left shoulder. Right hand's coming up to my right side of my head. All I'm going to do is really try to keep that elbow straight. And reach that elbow as far as I can, and then rotate up as high as I can. So, just going down, coming up. Bring that elbow down, coming up. I'm not bending that left elbow to get, I can go further. If I bend that elbow, I can go further. That's not what I'm trying to do. Try to keep that straight, rotate down, and open up through that thoracic spine. And doing that, we'll stick with the 10 and 10 idea. Switch hands. I think that was 10. Next up, just going simple glute bridge, so we're back on our back. So, glute bridging. So heels planted about a foot away from our butt. I usually peel my toes off the floor and I'm just driving those heels into the ground. I want to think about having an imaginary force. If you got a miniband and want to throw it on at the knees, that's great. Otherwise, just have that little bit of imaginary force pushing your knees in that you're fighting, so keep those knees some tension pushed out. So we're just getting those initiated through those glutes to drive that imaginary belt buckle to the ceiling. We should do this 10 times. pausing at the top for like a 2-second count. So 1 1002, come back down, touch, right back up. Should be 10, maybe 11. Either way, it'll work. And lastly, for our warm-up, active lat. So, shift my weights a little bit further out of the way. So we're going to do an active lateral pillar bridge with a top connect. So we're just going to do this 5 times on each side. So it's going to be up, together, back down. Up, together, back down. Right. So 5 on one side. And here we go. Arm goes overhead, up, together, back down. And keep that arm overhead. We'll bring those hips down to the ground. Balance. May have been 5, but just in case. Alright, so lower body component is what we're starting with after a quick drink. Just talking gets me a little parched. Alright, so lower body. We're going to start with pretty simple. If you want to add your dumbbells into those couple extra pounds, that's fine. We're just going to do squats, so we'll be doing shoulder width stance and just do our steady squat. So down and up. There's good news this morning is that I strained my right glute playing soccer with my kids the day before last. I was kind of babying yesterday. The good news is I'm not feeling it yet. I think I'll feel a little bit later as we do some single leg stuff, but life goes on. Oh, we've got more people. This is wonderful. We're doing 20, by the way. I think that was 10 for me. I was chatting a bit because they're so talkative with me. Surprised you can hear me over the bluegrass and AC/DC though. Excellent. Next up, we're going to do a couple options here. Having those extra weights in hand, totally legal, as an option for adding some weight. Otherwise, what we're going to do, if we've got a band, we're going to do that shortened band, single leg RDL. If you want to add the weight, I'm actually going to do one demo of it, but because I'm nursing that glute, I'm going to go lighter, just do body weight today. So coming from my left foot outside in to my right hand, and we're going to come down, balance. This is my big glute, so no big deal here. You might want to try this, but you can probably just do it with the band. It's all good. We're doing 10 per side with these single leg RDLs. Notice I'm touching the ground a little bit, get that balance back at the top. You don't have to, but today it seems that I need to. I think that was 9 and 10. We'll know real quick how my glute is doing on this. So that nice shortened band. Here you go, nice tall posture, straight line from head to heel. And make sure we're keeping that chest up, but not flaring those ribs. So, okay, here you go. Good posture. It's noticeable, but doable. Excellent. Okay, so dropping from that band. We're gonna go alternating reverse lunges. We're doing 20 per side, so that's 40 total. Here we go. So it's just stepping back, just like that. Drop that back knee towards the ground, and up. I actually tested these yesterday. Much more gooder today. The body does heal. All that extra sleep I get is magical. Nice upright posture as we go into these reverse lunges. Got 10 total to go, so 5 per side. Almost there. 1 more per side, assuming I'm counting correctly. Awesome. Next up, we're gonna go narrow squats. So, just gonna bring those feet in nice and tight together, about 3-4 inches apart. So this is our normal squat. Here we are here, keep that chest up. You'll feel it's a little bit more tense. Do that low back as I do, a little bit different stress on that body, and that variability is good for us. We're doing 20, if I didn't say that. Make sure you're sitting that butt down and back. Stay narrow. A little hop messed my stance up. There's 12. Okay, so now we're going single leg RDL with an airplane. So these will take a little bit of time. We're doing 10 on each side. A lot of control and balance here. So we're going to start with this palms up the ceiling. Those are our wings. Our body, all the way to that free side leg, is the fuselage of the plane. You're flying. Where's my example? There you go. A couple handy pieces of wood. This is your body. Your hips are where these 2 boards come together. If this is the airplane and you're flying along, and this happens to your airplane, oh, no bueno. That is not good. So, when we're doing this exercise, we don't want that line at our hips. If these are our hips, we don't want that to happen either. If our head's up here, feet are on my right hand it is a straight line. So we're here to here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bank right, bank left. Again, keep that fuselage nice and straight. Think about those hips moving as we do this. All right, so nice soft posture. Keep those ribs tucked. We're going to go down to that RDL. Be right here. Bank right, bank left. Come back up. Down, bank right. So we're stacking over that foot. Then we think about punching the floor with that hip and up. Try not to crash. We're doing that 10 times per side. So once you get back to level when you're flying, that's when we come up. So bank right, whoop, keep control, bank left, even out, and up. Takes a lot of glute control. Think about that pelvis as far as that fuselage. Make sure we have a straight line from head to heel. Woo. Almost crash. A little twisted there, changed my heading. So if you're struggling with these at home, know that I'm struggling too. They are not easy. A lot of control all through here. You need to stop to get that balance. That's okay. Got 7 on this side if I have my count correct. Ooh. So I need Frank, my accountant, to keep count. Look at that. Dang it. We're starting that one over. Just 10. Come on, baby. Turn that fuselage over. There we go. And up. Woo! That was the bad side, so I'm super happy with that. Okay, going over the other leg. Gotta reduce a little reminder here because it's gonna mess my mojo up. That's call your rest time. Good morning, Hamish. Hey, Hamish, I just want to let you know that Paul was kind of concerned you were going to show up. He was one of the first people logged on. He's definitely concerned, but he feels better, I'm sure now. There you go, down, bank left, bank right, level, and up. Got 9 more of those to do on this leg. Try not to crash that plane. Doesn't matter, like right now I'm still in takeoff mode. That's okay as far as angle. You don't have to be flat, parallel to the ground as far as that fuselage. You just want that straight line. Oh, Lordy. You feel that upper back getting work too, just keeping those arms up. At least I do. Keeping that good structure through that airplane without crashing like I just did. Starting that one over. Stop talking so I can focus. Touch the floor and up. I have a good grip in these shoes. Dos mas by my count. Here we go. Come on, baby. Balance. Una mas. All right. Now, next up, we've got alternating forward lunges. Kicking my mat forward. So just like we did the reverse lunges, then we're stepping forward, strong push off that front foot. We're doing 20 per side, 40 total. And we're going right now. Not too bad. Here we go. Trying to do a relatively rapid pace. I know we're doing 10 by 4. I said it's 10-ish. I think the leg component has the best potential or greatest potential of going over that 10-minute mark. I'm at 20 because I totally lost count. Whoa. This is 40 right there. Now we're going wide squats. So we went normal, so to speak, narrow, now wide. So here's our normal, narrow, and we're extra wide. Dropping down, coming up. Again, getting that variability. It's one of the goals here. Dropping that butt back. We're doing 20. 20. Quick drink. Why don't you grab a weight, whatever you got, a couple pounds is fine. So going back into our RDL, this time what we're going to do, we're going to reach out ahead of us. So coming down in that RDL, reaching out, coming back, high knee, okay? So that weight and knee are coming together. We come down, we extend out, and come up. With this, I'm doing my darndest to not touch that foot to the ground. So I'm going nice and controlled, working that balance, keeping those hips level with the floor, reaching out, coming up. I think that was 5. We're doing 10 on each side. One more on this side. Woo! What's working for balance? All right, here we go. If you don't have a weight, if it gets too difficult with the weight, even if it's light, you can put it down. Nobody's watching. But that's what character is. It's what you do when nobody else is watching. Total crash. Definitely not counting that one. I think that was 8 for me. Oh boy. Focus, focus, focus. That's what Hamish always tells me. Awesome. Woo! Alright, next up, we're going alternating lateral lunges or lateral squats, however you want to think about that term. So, just for space, I'm going to be a little bit off center on camera. Coming out to the side, in, out to the side, the other way. 20 per side, ready, set. Making sure we're setting that butt down and back as we go. Our last lower body exercise, at least specifically for lower body today, kind of, sort of. Cardio gets into that lower body a bit. If you got a treadmill or bike or whatever at home, you're certainly able to use that during our cardio session. What you're going to do with that when we get there is you're going to hop on if you have a bike trainer, whatever. You want to run around in circles around your house or up and down the street, totally cool too. You're going to do 1-to-1 ratio for that. Say it's on the treadmill. I'll just hammer out 1 minute, thinking like a 9 on a scale of 1 to 10, and then super easy recovery for 1 minute, and then keep doing that for the duration of the cardio section. I have completely lost count. I'm assuming we have about 10 more to go. If we don't, we do now. Do 1 more each side. Awesome. All right. Quick drink. We're getting a lot of balance today, I forgot. We're going to start with basically all single leg activities using that band. If you've got light weights, what I want you to do is get extra reps by doing it bilateral. If you've got proper heavier dumbbells, do single arm. So this first one, band, proper dumbbells, makeshift dumbbells. I want you to do bilateral, so that means one handle or dumbbell, weight implement, whatever, in each hand. We're going to start with biceps. Set those shoulder blades down and back. We're going to be up. Nice and quick on the up, especially if you have a lighter band or light dumbbells. Control, extra slow on the eccentric down motion. We're doing 15 per side. I think that was 7 or 8. We're going to say 7. That was 8. Keep my balance. $15. Good news. Our governor opened up, or is opening up, I'm not sure he set a date, but recreational options of DNR land, fishing, hunting, some parks. This is good stuff. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Losing my balance. Come on. And focus on that planted side glute. Make sure it's engaged during this. Drilling that leg into the ground. I think that was 15. So now, going single arm tricep with the band. What you'll do basically is similar motion with a dumbbell. We're going to have that dumbbell or whatever in our hand. And make sure I'm not under my garage door up here. I don't think I touch it, but just in case. We'll be here. I'm going to stabilize that working arm and back up a little bit so I'm on camera better. We're here. And think about knocking on the imaginary door above your head. This arm. Stabilizing the arm, but not the body, apparently. Doing 15. All that motion coming at the elbow, but we are working that stability still, right? The answer is yes. All right, other side. Maybe. A little too much stretch for control. This left side is killing me today, even though it's the good side. There we go. All right, 15. Next up, we're on lat raises. So, with this, single leg, so I'm going to stand up and make sure I'm centered. Be here, coming up to the side. This will get difficult if you have a soft. This is a medium band. This is going to tax me. So if it gets really difficult, I can bend at the elbows. I'm still raising from the shoulders. I'm shortening that moment arm. If you remember physics at all, that makes it a little easier. Here you go. Set the shoulder blades down and back, whether it's band or makeshift dumbbells. Shake those up. These are tough. Yeah, if you have really light dumbbells, think about that quick up, slow down. Shoulder blades down and back, ribs tucked. going right into our overhead press. We're gonna do this single arm, single leg. So I'm gonna take that thumb, if I've got a band, go through that triangle, again standing on one foot. I'm punching through the ceiling now, totally different than that tricep exercise. Still 15 and 15 on each side. Keep that knee up, toe up on that non-planted side. Burner. When I'm looking over, I'm just trying to get ahead of what's next. Think about it. It's a little complex coming up. Giving options for all participants. All right, so now we're going to do a chest fly. So I'm going to show both options real quick, so bear with me as I set this up. So if we've got a band at home, so if it's medium or whatever, I have to move away a little bit. I'm going to 1 foot, so that's going to make this much more difficult. Controlling over, single arm fly, just like that. So band's coming from my left, I'm standing on my left leg, okay? What we'll do is then turn around, switch that up. For those without the band, where it's built-in rest time for everybody, we're gonna take that one dumbbell. Let's see the best way to do this. Right here. Okay, so we're gonna do single leg, single arm fly in the glute bridge position. So, still getting that single leg aspect. So, planted leg is my right, have that weight in my right hand. I'm going to glute bridge up. I'm going to stay up in that glute bridge and do that fly. And even though that weight is late, I'm going quick. And that quickness will make me stabilize against that motion. So, different but equally difficult. All right, so now that we know what we're doing, let's do it. Single arm, single leg flies. We've got that band. Make sure we don't let it slingshot us back across the room. You can go quick across, like as we come in toward your chest, but control out. Ooh. All right. Next up, other side. Awesome. Chest flies knocked off. Next up, front raise. No, not even close. Overhead fly. Press. Oh, yeah, press. Yeah. All right, so we're going from our fly, to our chest press. So for those with dumbbells, you'll be doing the same thing. Instead of doing a fly, you'll be on the ground doing a press, okay? This time, though, what I want you to do is be contralateral. So planted side is your left, and you're pressing with the right. I'm going to do the same thing with our press here. So I am on my left foot, band is in my right hand, and I am pressing forward and stabilizing against that. Our body's going to want to rotate. We're not going to let it. Doing 15. We'll switch it up. A little spinneroo. Standing on my right, pressing with the left. If we're on the ground, again, if our left leg is planted, we're pressing with the right, or vice versa. Contralateral, as opposed to ipsilateral. Ooh, balance, balance, balance. Gotta get a good first rep to count it. Awesome. How are you doing? Oh man, I don't think I'm anywhere near 10, 10, and 10 as far as time. The light goes on. We're getting close. All right. Next up, front raise. So you can do this with bands or your makeshift weights. But here, these will be difficult as well. So lifting up in front. Other side. Ooh, balance, balance, balance. Keep that balance. Whew, 15. Front arm raises. All right, got two things left to do. Actually, yes. So we go rows, and then our last thing will be push-ups on that upper body component. So we're gonna be here, single leg, 15 rows. If you got the weights, you're doing a reverse fly, so you'll be single leg stance. Here we worked on that airplane, so keep those hips level and crush those reverse flies. All right, here we go. Single leg stance. All right, here with that band now, we're going to push-ups, getting that arrow position. So we create that arrow, hands slightly back behind us. If you want to do this single leg too, that's fine. Just keep that one leg up in the air and knock out 15 great push-ups. Switch up that halfway point. Perfect. Time to move to core. Trying to keep us close to schedule. We're going to bust through this quickly-ish. All right. Oh, man. Throwing dead bugs 5-second style. So I want you to pay attention to me. We're doing 10 total. So it's going to be here, hold. No, that's not even right. Don't even listen to that. Dead bug. Arms straight up, knees, hips, 90-90. We're extend, hold. I'll do the count in my head and just say switch. When I switch, or say switch I should say, you extend opposite arm, opposite leg. Let's get after it. Ready, set. Switch. 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 Keep that tension through that torso high so you feel that tension through here. Switch. 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 And switch. Excellent. All right, next up, what we've got, oh yes, we're a pillar mountain climber. So for this, we push up position, just like this. I'm gonna bring my right knee up, pause, extend back, pause, okay? So it's very deliberate in that motion. I'm gonna show this from an angle. Ready, set. Shake out those arms, other side. Here we go. All right, next up, on our backs, we're doing leg raises. This would be technically a lot of hip flexor actions, but to do it properly, we want to stabilize through that core. So we're on the ground, on our back. Not too bad here. We need that weight though. So grab that weight, have it overhead, and we're going to bring one leg up. If you've got bands too, you can pull those bands over the top. I'll do that for our next exercise. So I'm just demoing both options. So the next one's similar but different. Kevin's favorite expression of mine, I think. Is it similar or is it different? The answer is yes. Keep that down leg nice and straight, toes pointed straight up to the ceiling, not toeing out. Think about taking that punch to the stomach the whole time. Okay, next up, we're going leg lowers. Yes, we are. See if I have it memorized. So we're going to show that example with the band. A little bit more advanced and kind of optimal. If you don't have it, you don't have it. If you haven't ordered it yet, you might as well try to order even this back order, get a set of bands, make the investment. You can do it. I know you can. Or just start get a whole bunch of rubber bands and start tethering together. Probably not a safe option, but you can kind of braid them, get crazy. I wouldn't really get crazy. Don't do that. That's not smart. Okay, so with this, pulling over, so I have that tension. We're going to have both legs up. We're going to lower one leg, and then the other. 10 per side, keeping that core braced. This is too much. You can kind of do that dead bug alternate, or heel tap as a third option. The straight leg are the more difficult option. Awesome. Next up, what do we have? Sorry. Oh, band rotation. So this is where you need a wall. I mentioned earlier, if you don't have a band, you're going to need a wall. A doorway works great. Another person, you have hands out here. You're obviously, if you're living together, you're quarantined together, you can touch hands. It's okay. So if I have something solid, I'm going to try and knock it over, even if it's a wall. I'm going to push the back of my hands, and I think about pushing it over, knocking it over. If we have our bands, what we're going to do is kind of double them up, so I have a lot of tension. I'm not that far away from my anchor point, but I'm going to turn, and I'm going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll relax, and then go right back into it. We're going to do that 10 times each side. Here we go. Relax, back out. And you're going to take the tension off that wall too. Back out. 4. So on the number, you relax, then go right back into that tension, pushing against the wall, stretching those bands, holding them, bracing that core. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, going the other direction. Sorry, turn back to you, but here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Knock that wall over if you don't have a band. 8, 9, and 10. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so going that pillar mountain climber, just like we did before, but this time we're doing a cross. So what that means is I'm bringing my right knee across, left knee across to my right and vice versa, pointing the wrong limbs. Here we go. Push up position, up, back into space, up, back into space. Doing 10 per side. That was 4. Nice controlled space, pausing in each position, both knee up towards that elbow and that full extension. 10. Shake up those hands. If it's bothering you, you've got to soften that surface, or if you're just a tough guy, concrete, broken glass, rusty nails, or tough lady, go ahead and go on those fists, get those neck, knee, or wrist in neutral position. Awesome. Got 2 more to do. Lat pillar bridge. Okay, so going side to side with our lateral pillar bridge, aka plank. We do a better plank. We're focused. Now just hanging out. So we're gonna be from here. When we go to switch, this is like me. Okay, where your belly button is. You're rolling towards the front, matching your arms, coming right back up. We're not collapsing, rolling. Now, 0.7 seconds from one side to the other. Here we go. Hold on. We got our timer all set. Everybody is up. We're doing 3 times per side. This workout might go a little bit long. Cardio is getting cut into today. I apologize, but what there is for cardio, I guarantee will work. 3, 2, 1, and quick switch. I just like the strength stuff so much. There is good news on the cardio. What we do, if you do it, you've got the time, you can certainly hang out at home and do it. Take a rest after the 3, 2, 1 switch. You can do it 2 or 3 more times to get that 10 minutes. It's going to be roughly 2.5 minutes of super solid effort. Should be crushing in a good way. Make sure our head is not hanging in shame. We're at attention. Switch. Everything is stacked. Ankles, hips, knees, shoulders. I'm not here. I'm here. If I want that hand up in the air, totally cool. Switch. Last 20 seconds. Then we're going to get after, we have one more core exercise. Then we're going to knock out that cardio exercise. Excellent. Well done. Come back to you in a little bit. On our back to our last core exercise. So you can use the band or holding that weight. We're doing a double leg lower. So the most advanced of our kind of series with those leg raises and lowers. So tension on that band, both legs are up, or we have that weight hanging overhead. We're doing 10 lowers. Alternate is extending out there. Maybe 11, I'm okay with it. Alright, so we're going to go turbo style for our cardio. Be not on time. Good news is I won't lose people over it. Longer workout is its own war. Darn reminders keep popping up. Like, stop doing the workout. No, we're not going to stop. We're going to continue. Press on. Alright, so 30-second bouts of everything. I'm going to show all of it, just so you know. Show it from the side because it'll give the visual of what I want. So, split squat jumps. We're dropping down to get that full range of motion, nice split squat. So that 90-90 front and back knee. 30 seconds of that. We're going to move from that to, think of like a half split squat jump. So, I'm not quite going as far into that depth or range front to back. Then we're going from that to ollie shuffle. So basically being straight up, super quick. Going from that to our jump squats for 30 seconds. And then we're just going to reverse the order. So going jump squat, we'll ollie shuffle, mid-level split squat jump, and then that full split squat jump. If you can't do that split squat jump or mid split squat jump, you're going to do alternating reverse lunges. Okay, this is it. In 2.5 minutes, what the heck, stupid advertisement, of this guy. Sweet, this is so cool. That's awesome. All right, start right now. I'll tell you, when we're doing the switches, just keep that perfect steady pace. You'll notice that we shorten the range of motion. We're going to be able to speed up. Got 3, 2, shortening up. So that mid-level split squat jump. Not going quite as deep, quite as long. All shuffle. So pretty much upright, loose knees, quick feet. Make the champ proud. Going in jump squats. There you go. If you can't do that jump, do that power squat. Okay, back to ollie shuffle. That's what we lie about 2.5 minutes. It's 3.5. Quick, quick, quick. Going that mid-level lunge, split squat jump, I should say, right now. We're going to go do full split squat jumps in 3, 2, 1. They're not going to be as fast. More power with the deep legs and being out of breath. We can finish it though. You're a proper hour today. Even though it's short cardio, you can take a break from it. Repeat. It's cardio. If you want to call it cardio. 3 and 1. Woo! All right. What did we learn today? Just fix things. A little rest. Hair of the dog that bit you. Will work. It feels great. I want to say, do the jump, do a similar format. I'll try to time it out a little better on Thursday. We are going to do regen. We're going to do some goofy regen today. For those who can stay, we're going to start with the frog. So you want to be not on concrete for this. And my double mat. I'm going to get a drink. I'm out of breath. Woo! So, atomic frog. Gonna work on hip and SI joint mobility. So you forearms parallel, about shoulder width. What I want to do is come out that quadruped position, out here, feel a little stretch on that adductor. Okay, I know it's goofy. What I'm going to do, my right shoulder, I'm going to dive forward towards my left hand. As I do that, I roll my right leg out, just like that. So just rolling in place. My right hip is going towards the floor. Right shoulder is going towards my right hand. I know it's goofy. Let's go with it. If you want. Nobody's making you do anything. That's about 10. Do it the other way. So you're rolling that heel out, bring that hip towards the floor, shoulder across her body. Atomic frog in it. Okay, now we're going hip decoupler. Again, kind of goofy. Maybe something you've never done. You work on SI mobility, just gliding. If you don't feel anything here, it's probably great. So what we're doing, quadruped position. I'm going to have my left hand come forward, my right knee come forward, about a hand's length, so about 6 inches or so. And then from here, I'm pointing my left toe, tucking my right toe up towards my shin, point the left toe, tuck that right toe up towards my shin. I'm just going to rock back, okay? So I'm rocking straight back, but because I'm offset, I'm going to feel like I'm going off the side because I am. But what that's doing is kind of create a little gap and pulling, a little stretch in that SI joint area. By tucking one toe and pointing the other, kind of let your body move, get the foot out of the way. I'm doing this 10 times. I think I have maybe one more. Okay. And come up. That right hand forward, right knee forward. Point the right knee, or excuse me, point the right foot. So laces are down, tuck the left, and rock back. Going straight back is, I think rocking straight back, you go sideways. But that's what we want. Okay, and then standing up, we're going to go warrior stretch. At least that's what I call it. So, extra wide stance. We have our right hand and our right leg going over the top, coming down, 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 sliding down. Feeling that all stretch out in those obliques, lats. Breathing, exhaling, thinking happy thoughts. Bend those knees. So I was informed we forgot claps on Thursday. Super sad. We'll definitely not forget today. Bend those knees to come out. Last one, ready to do quad stretch. Just going straight back. Knees should be pointing down towards the ground. And switch when you're ready. And add to your triple clap, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Carl's mom. Okay? Here you go, on 3. Happy birthday, Mom. You guys all be well. Good job. See you on Thursday. We'll get more cardio in. Oh, we got lots of peeps in here. Sandeep. All right. Amish. Who else showed up? Nuka. Good. Barb. Katie Quigley. Awesome. Oh, Aunt Sandy. Excellent. My aunt in Wisconsin. That's awesome. Look at all those people. Love it. You guys have a good day. Be well.